Hi. The topic of open educational resources, or OERs, is emerging as a conversation among not only K-12 educators, but also in higher education. Understanding OERs and participating in related initiatives has many benefits to both students and to your peers as educators. In this video, we've invited Rick Davis, who is a faculty librarian here at Towson University, to provide an introductory overview of some commonly asked questions about OERs. So Rick, our first question is, what are open educational resources?
Open educational resources are teaching materials that are free, adaptable, and customizable, and they're free in two senses. They cost nothing for you and your students to use, and they're free of copyright or other use restrictions. OERs are available both for K through 12 as well as for higher education.
So in your opinion, who does OER benefit, or what problems does it address?
Well, college affordability has become a real issue over the last several years, not just in the political sphere, but more importantly on a very personal level for millions of students and their families. OERs present a real and increasingly practical alternative to the inflationary spiral of commercial textbooks. One of the issues that I deal with in my role as the library's copyright liaison is sometimes faculty will want to use a couple chapters from one textbook and a couple chapters from another textbook, and we can't use all that material and post it online and claim fair use for it, so you have to get copyright clearance. With OER content, you don't have to get anyone's permission. You can use a chapter from one textbook, two chapters from another, and put it together in a way that best suits your coverage of the topic.
Alright, when we find some resources that we want to use, how can we determine if they're open educational resources or not?
OERs usually have a Creative Commons license. This is a license that tells users up front that they are free to use, reuse, adapt, modify the materials without needing to get permission, so long as they attribute the creator of the original material. Sometimes OERs don't have a Creative Commons license, but they're actually placed into the public domain, which means that they are essentially donated to the online community by their creators without copyright reserved.
Open access, or OA, is another concept frequently mentioned, so could you tell us how OERs differ from open access?
Yeah, so open access in the academic context, which is often called OA, primarily refers to making scholarly research, typically peer-reviewed research, available to all free of charge. And some, but not all, OA scholarship is also free of use restrictions. It can be used, added to, built upon, adapted without any need for permission. OERs might include some of these OA research articles, but as a category it's much broader than that, encompassing a range of things like textbooks, presentations, videos, courses and course modules, tutorials, quizzes, a whole range of things. All OERs, regardless of format, are not only free to access, but also free for you to adapt and customize to your particular teaching needs.
Since OERs are advantageous in so many ways, can you recommend some established OER platforms to Towson faculty?
Yes, there are many platforms where faculty can create and upload and share their content. Some of the ones that have been around for a while, there's a site called Merlot, which stands for the Multimedia Educational Resource for Learning and Online Teaching. It includes browsable categories of content on various subjects. There is the OER Commons, OER textbook sites, including OpenStax, Academic Pub, the Open Textbook Library, the National Science Digital Library, Wisconsin Online, or WISC Online.
That's great. Towson instructors, make sure to check out the resources after the video. Our final question is, what can TU faculty do to become part of the OER initiative?
In terms of what they can do now, I think it's really all about educating yourself. The primary challenge we have so far is that not enough faculty are aware of what OERs are, and there's a lot of confusion about, with open access, open data, and open science, and open government. There's a lot of open phrases floating around these days. I would also recommend that faculty who are able to attend our 3-part series at Cook Library this spring on open educational resources, and also maybe consider participating in the MOST initiative, which is the Maryland Open Source Textbook Initiative. You can contact either me or the Office for Academic Innovation for more information about that.
Well, thanks very much, Rick, for providing your insights on the issue. That's a wrap for today. To learn more about OERs, please click on the resource links below the video in the comments. And of course, if you enjoyed our video, please like or follow OAI on Twitter and Facebook for announcements about our upcoming teaching tip videos.